Hi, I'm Traci Howells with the Air Force's Personnel Center Public Affairs Office. AFPC is also home to the Exceptional Family Member Program Central Cell. The EFMP Central Cell has been making numerous changes to the program in order to streamline and simplify the lives of our airmen, guardians, and families. Most recently, there have been changes made to the family member travel screening process. Recently, I had the privilege of speaking with Ms. Tami Nelson, Transformation Leader for EFMP, to learn more about how this new process will affect you. I hear the new EFMP travel screening process is about to go live. What can you tell me about it?
Yes, it is about to go live, and we're very excited about it. We've been working on this for a long time. So on August 30th, we go live. So all members that have received a new assignment and are going to be PCSing will be a part of our new process beginning August 30th. The new process is computerized paperwork and a much cleaner way, we believe, to help families get cleared for their next assignment.
I've also heard that this system affects all Guardians and Airmen, not just EFMP members. Is that true as well?
That is true, and it's been true for actually about a year. We implemented a new family member travel screening process in August of last year that it was electronic. So the member would do all their forms, initially one form, it's only a few questions, online. But not everyone implemented it. So we need your help to hold folks accountable. If anybody asks you for a paper form to do what used to be called the 4380, please let us know in the org box right away. And it's okay to say, I thought this was electronic now. And we'll help take care of that for you. It's critical in our new process that we start with that electronic initial travel screener. It's just very critical. So please let us know. We'll help you.
It sounds like there is a computer-based component, but also some changes in the requirements. Is that correct?
It is correct. And I think those changes are actually maybe even the bigger part of the process. So the computer part is going to be good. We're going to be able to collect all your information online. But today, our EFMP families have to see every specialist or doctor. I think the highest number I've heard is 33 doctor appointments. A huge demand on our families, especially when you're getting ready to move. So we're changing that. Instead, we're going to look at your records, medical history, insurance claims. We're going to look at that information. We may still have to ask for a few doctor appointments. There may be some cases where the records just aren't up to date, or we may need to do some follow-up. So there may be a few, but not nearly as many as we have today. So that records review will help us. Now, from a time standpoint, it may take us a little while to gather those records and review those records. And we understand that. But it's going to be much better for the family than, of course, scheduling all those doctor's appointments and sitting through all those doctor appointments.
Is there any other automation being implemented?
Yes. So because we've brought the paperwork through the computer, automation, we're also going to take the cases through that way. So easy routing, lots of good dashboards so we can manage our work better and know where our cases are. And the other very nice thing about this is members are going to be able to track their cases. So they're going to be able to log back into their case and see where it is in the process, which gives us much better transparency. So if you see your case hasn't moved from your local base, you can call your special needs coordinator and say, hey, how come my case isn't moving? And in some cases, it may be because we don't have the private health records. And you making a call to your doctor to help us get those private health records appears to be more effective sometimes than us doing it.
Are all of the bases doing this to include expedited bases?
Yes, they are. So expedited bases will go away with our new process. We've received a lot of feedback that expedited bases were really flooded and that needed to change. So all bases will go through a clearance. And keep in mind, OCONUS bases, clearance is required for all family members regardless of EFMP status.
Does the member have to do all of the paperwork since the new system is electronic?
Very good question, because of course we know that electronic systems in the government are going to require that common access card. But we've made some allowances in this system to make it a little bit different. So a member, when they fill out the initial disclosure, can say, I want my spouse to fill out all the paperwork. That's going to then, they'll put in their spouse's name and email address and receive an authentication number. They will give that to their spouse. The spouse will receive an email telling them how to log in, and they'll have to have that authentication number just to make sure we've kept all our records secure. So then spouses can come in and fill out all the rest of the paperwork for the family.
I've heard about the new central cell being established. How does this all work? Are local resources still involved?
Our local resources are still critical. So we've told you a lot about the central cell process. I'm not sure we've done a great job of connecting all the pieces. So let me try to do that a little bit better. You'll fill out the paperwork and work with your local special needs person. So your special needs coordinator at base will help you get the private health records, they'll answer any questions, and you'll still work with them. Once they get all the private health records, they're going to forward to the central cell. Our central cell physicians then go through that case. They review the records, they look at what the family's going to need to be supported at that next location. And then they work with the gaining base. So they're going to send their recommendation to the gaining base and ask for a concurrence or a non-concurrence, and they're going to work on the best solution. So it's critical that our central cell be involved. We find that it's much more consistent. But on the flip side of that, for the family, it's a much better review, right? So instead of one physician reviewing the case, we now may have as many as 10 physicians in the cell that have reviewed the case, plus the gaining base physician. So a much better look for the families and looking to make sure we can meet their needs at the new location.
How does the family member travel screening process end?
So thank you. Excellent question. Obviously, our families need to know when this process ends. So for many of you, you're going to get a notification that care is available. We found the care, we know we can take care of your family, and that's where the process ends. We know we're going to cut the orders and you're going to be able to move. But for some of you, you may get a care not available. You'll see your case and know that a decision's been made. Your member will know what that decision is. So then we're going to have to come back and say, well, what are our options? We've put in assignment navigators. Our assignment navigators are going to help you because there are several options. It's not a bad thing to have a care not available. Actually, it's a good thing because we're really going to take care of your family. In our new process, we've had several doctors look at it. We've tried to find a solution. But you may have had a change in your case. You may say, I need a reconsideration. Something has changed. It's additional information. There's something we didn't know. Great. Get us the new information, we're going to reconsider. And then we'll give you the ultimate decision at the end of that. Or you may say, I just need a new assignment. I know this isn't going to be the right place for my family. Thank you for verifying it's not. I'm going to need a new assignment. That's great. Our assignment navigators are going to help you work through that. Or you may say, you know what, can we just defer for a little bit? We're at a critical juncture of care in our family, and we'd like to stay where we are. They'll help you work through that entire process. So please, if you get a care not available, please don't think it's the worst thing ever, because there are a lot of great assignments out there, and we may be able to move you to one that's just going to be a better fit for your family.
Is there anything else you want the families to know?
Yes, a few things about the system. One of my favorite parts of the system is the box that's labeled something like, is there anything else we need to know? And that's your opportunity to tell us. If you need a specific surgery specialty, not just a specialist, but a specific specialized surgery, let us know in that box. If you were at this base 2 years ago, you know all the providers you want to use, give us their names, tell us who they are, and we can just double check that. If you've already called, I know many of you do a lot of research. You already know who you want to use as providers. Just tell us that. It's going to make it much easier, much faster to process your case. Please give us all the information we need. If you've got private health providers, give us all the information we need. It's just faster if we can do all of that stuff up front and just make it faster for our families to move through. The other thing is on our screens, there's I think it's labeled Help Me With This Page. That's a help box. If you click that, it's going to help you. If you say, I'm not sure what they're looking for in this answer, click that Help Us With This Page box and link, and it will give you some more additional information. And please keep in touch. Get us feedback. I know this system's not going to be perfect out of the box, but we want to get it out as fast as we can. Help us get it right. Please be patient with us. Get us feedback. We're going to be making updates to the system every 2 weeks. We're going to be adding functionality every 2 weeks. So if you need some changes, you say, this isn't clear, can you guys reword this? Get us the information, and we'll fix it as fast as we can. So we really look forward to hearing your feedback on this system. I really believe it's going to be easier. Let us know what you think.
Thank you, Ms. Nelson. This is certainly an exciting time for our members and families. If you have questions regarding these new changes, your local resources are always there to assist you. Should you feel stuck in the process, the EFMP Central Cell is standing by to assist. As Ms. Nelson said, feedback is welcome to help us continue improving on our service to families. Feedback can be provided to the following: tune in next time for more information and EFMP updates.